I know.
Gotta
See,
wait.
and I'm with you there too. But
Hey.
I believe Bigfoot
Come
was
on.
real. We've
I mean,
talked
Jack
about
Link
this.
found him.
Yeah, they did. He's making a
But
killing.
there also is civilizations that people still haven't really seen because they stay so isolated in the woods. So
Yeah.
it is possible.
Yep. I brought that up.
Now I don't know if it's. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying,
Oh,
I'm
God.
backing it up.
I know. I'm not trying to say nothing
with that
on
being
you.
No,
I
it's because
don't
he won't argue with y'all. He'll just argue with me.
I think.
I
I
don't
think
argue with you either.
And it's my personal opinion. This is America.
I
Nobody
said
cares
my
about your
personal
opinion
I was
anymore.
done.
well, my personal
You're
opinion
not.
is Bigfoot's not hanging out in backwoods Kentucky.
No, he's in Duncan, Oklahoma, and he's right there in his closet studio.
I shaved.
I thought he was over in Snyder somewhere.
I thought he was in Arkansas.
Yeah,
Rhode Island, Texas,
No.
Rhode Island, Texas.
Chickasha Lake, Lake
Arkansas,
Birchie.
that's just- In Arkansas, that's crazy uncle, bro.
Hey, be nice. I'm from Little Rock. I don't have any crazy uncles. I don't have any uncles anymore, so be nice.
Hey, we're gonna let everybody in on a secret. Sarah is Bigfoot.
I'm not big anything, Max. Just saying. Uh-oh. Crackhead. No, sorry. I've got something big, but it's not that.
That's what he said.
Who, Bigfoot?
Justin's Lucky Star supposedly had him on security camera.
So, Dustin,
Yes, sir.
that podcast you went on last week, how was that?
Yeah. What was that?
How was it?
It was pretty good, man. Those guys were a lot of fun. They have it's called the Bottom Dollar Podcast. They talk about everything, and somehow Ghost got brought up, and they called me up and said, "Hey, come talk about Ghost." So here it goes. But it was pretty cool. They had a little studio inside of a bedroom over about a couple miles from my house. It was kind of cool. They're just starting out, you know. I think it was episode 4, so go
Yeah,
check those
episode
guys
4,
out.
Anomalies. Yeah, they're on Facebook and SoundCloud. I saw that.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's all right for just starting out. They're doing pretty good.
Yep. I mean, you can see that's what I'm doing here, so.
Yeah. Hey, he had the same type of stuff you did too. I walked in, I was like, "Hey, I actually know what that stuff is now." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
The acoustic foam, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was about all I've really been able to do here the past couple weeks. I've been busy. Now I've got tree cutting.
Yeah, he skipped our show last week to go on theirs.
Oh, I was
Well, you
busy
have-
that.
You had tree cutting in your own yard from the storm.
Yeah. My gosh, I've already burned a big pile.
Bring it
That's
up,
very
Homer.
I was ready to go Thursday night, but then we almost got blown away.
Yeah, we were going to do one Thursday and didn't get a chance to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, about that time, there was some pretty high winds hitting my house and something that was kind of swirling around. I don't know.
Wow.
It wasn't on the ground, but man, it was freaking me out.
You weren't even home yet, were you?
I got home. I was at home. I was at home getting ready for the show, and then I was sitting there thinking about it. But then we said no show. I was like, oh yeah, the weather is getting kind of crazy. And sure
Well,
enough,
at
there
least
it
he was
went.
in your
Get
safe
the
place.
bathtub.
He was
Oh,
in
he
his
was
safe
already-
space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least there
I was
wasn't. At least there weren't any snowflakes falling.
Yeah.
No. My ducks were loving it. They were swimming all through the yard. All
So
underwater.
what's the next topic?
How was last weekend?
We had fun. It was
Yeah,
good.
Justin, How was last weekend?
Wasn't
What'd you
quite as
tell us?
active. Wasn't quite as active as the time before, but it was still good. It really was. We had a good turnout.
Well, we had a lot of activity on the Spirit Box. If Tony would have been there, he could have actually witnessed some really good stuff because it was on command answers, clear answers, clear answers. I mean, it was repeating.
Tony,
It was
I'm
repeating
slowly but
names.
surely becoming a believer. I'm slowly
We
but surely
were-
becoming a believer.
We were asking for a certain name, and it said it over and over and over, and then asked it the last name, and it told us the last name, and we knew what the last name was, so we were wanting it to say it, and it said it.
That's where I was at.
We had a straight up conversation with it.
Looks like Tony wants to say something.
He did.
Did it
No.
Did it ask where I was?
Nope.
Where's Tony? I'm not speaking unless Tony is around. I want him to hear
Lightning
this.
rod.
I was out at the lake Thursday, but I wasn't on the water.
Yeah.
So what's
Yeah,
next?
we went Sunday, and we kept hearing the noise Saturday night. And we found out what the noise kind of was.
Thank
And,
No, that was what the
We
noise.
made
I
a
mean,
video of that.
pretty sure that's what the noise was because that's the exact same sound.
Yeah, exact same area it was coming from.
Yep.
Makes you mad when you find it.
Well, but the thing
Yeah,
is,
but-
we found it, but how was it moving and making the noise? That's the question.
Yeah.
It's on the floor. It's heavy. So what would make the noise? Like, what would make it
Exactly.
make the noise?
It wasn't wind, because if there was a light breeze going through there, it would not have moved that.
That's true.
I don't see how a light breeze can even go through there, but
No,
Well,
that
it-
wouldn't
man,
be possible.
Really, honestly, the wind can be blowing 100 miles an hour and it only has a little bit of rattle to it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, but was it in the refrigerator?
No.
Oh,
Go look at the
Alright.
video.
Earthquake swarm triggers major concern as Peru rocked by daily earthquakes. Peru has been hit by almost one earthquake a day in 2017, leading to fears a devastating tremor is on its way.
Devastating.
Yeah,
Devastating.
yeah. The Peruvian Geophysical Institute has revealed that up until May 16th, there's been a total of 132 earthquakes in 134 days. The earthquakes ranged in strength from 3.2 on the Richter scale to 6.1, with, it says, with the latter occurring in the district of Andoaes in Laredo on April 18th. Wow. Just this week, the National Civil Defense reported that there was material damages in the region of Ayacucho after a tremor measuring 5.0 on Richter scale struck.
so is that
Peru is,
paranormal?
Peru is something of an earthquake hotspot as it straddles the so-called Ring of Fire, a series of fragile
Yeah.
fault lines that stretches from New Zealand all around the east coast of Asia over to Canada and the USA, then all the way down to the southern tip of South Africa. It is believed that 85% of earthquakes occur on the Ring of Fire.
Huh.
Okay. So my question. Okay, so is this how do earthquakes fit into the paranormal, Max?
I have no idea. If you want to like get into like aliens, then we can get into
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Some people like theorize that they think that aliens cause that stuff, like like they're underground, they're in the water, they're doing
Okay.
things like
Yeah.
that. But I mean, you know,
I don't really see that, but
no. And they also say they cause storms and stuff, and because I don't know if any of you knew this. We can actually create storms, thunderstorms, tornadoes, and all that stuff.
Yeah, but what was it called? Cloud grafting or something like that.
Yeah, well, like we would go up and like they used it, like using
Cloud
like
harvesting.
airplanes and stuff.
Yeah.
They did it, and it was actually used. It's called like what's it called, like weather warfare or something. They used it in Vietnam.
You're
Oh,
shitting
really?
me. Or my friend.
No, they used it in Vietnam, and United States did, and made it just pour rain.
Wow.
And it was,
Well,
I think it was
cloud
the first time they did it.
It was raining. I'm sorry. Forrest Gump, sorry.
Whenever we have bad droughts a couple years, they started doing that, and then it rained and rained and rained and rained and rained for about a month.
Yeah, so this whole thing about like when we go into droughts and stuff, I mean, we don't have to be. They could easily fix it. It's just if they choose
Yeah.
to do it. And they try
Yeah,
to
they're
lie
not
and say they
encouraging
haven't done it. It's on record, and they've talked about doing it. So
That's not cool, in my opinion, but anyway.
yeah, they've talked about making mini hurricanes and stuff, and doing it. I mean, it's not affected anyone, but they've talked about how they can do it. They've talked about how they've created tornadoes. I mean, they've done it. The United States government. I don't know about all the other ones, but the United States government actually admitted to it.
Hmm.
They're
They
trying
used
to
it.
say windmills are creating all these tornadoes.
Windmill?
Yeah, windmills. My
Yeah.
Well, what's the connection, though? I mean, between windmills and tornadoes? I don't see that one.
I don't know what's the connection between a UFO and a weather balloon. Let's ask Roswell.
That's okay.
Area 51.
Because
Answer
that's
that
what they
question.
tried to say. Liars.
Balloon.
Hands on fire.
Good job, Max. It's about to get cut off. Good job. We're having
Yeah.
a
Area 51 is going to come get us now. And then
Uh-oh.
the black
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
looking.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I was saying. So maybe governments around, higher up power people, not like beings, but people have actually figured out how to cause earthquakes on their own. Well, okay, I take that back. They have found out how to cause them. It's called fracking.
Hey.
Hey, that's real. You can get mad all you want to. It's
Ooh.
true.
Namaste.
Science proves it.
Namaste.
Science
Come on,
proves it.
Tony.
You even said it,
Come on,
his head
Tony.
popped up.
Hey, science proves it. So whatever. That's why Oklahoma has started having a lot of earthquakes.
You know why we had a lot of earthquakes?
Fracking.
Because we've been in a drought.
That has nothing to do with it.
Then what happens? Yeah, it does. The ground dries up. Then you put some rain on it. What
You're going
happens
to tell
to
me
it?
that we've had this bad of droughts all this time, and all of a sudden now we're starting to have earthquakes when all these hundreds and thousands of years we've never had them, and they start doing fracking like they have been, and now all of a sudden, oh no, it's caused by drought. It's caused by drought. Drought of what? Oil in other places, so they came here to Oklahoma to do it. I wish people would get on here and hate on me. Look at the science, man.
What? What makes you think fracking's good?
Max is all about arguing tonight. Get ready.
Because they're
Sarah.
drilling. They're drilling into the ground. Like
Well,
constantly and
It's
go
not-
and doing
it's not
more.
the fracking part, Max. It's the injection.
That's what
of
I'm
the
saying.
stuff.
That's where I was going with that. See, but there you go, Tony. That's where I was going with it because of how much
What
they're
are they
doing it.
injecting? What are they injecting?
Whatever the hyper, isn't it like water or whatever is left over from?
Do you know what else is with that water?
No. Tell me.
Sand.
Okay.
Sand.
Lots of it.
Lots
Okay.
of sand. They push
Okay.
it right back in the hole.
Y'all just want to have
Okay.
a backup job in case the ones you have right now fail.